Hello, good evening. I was just reflecting on the last week and all the insights and things that have come up since doing the Money Bootcamp, and someone asked what my biggest takeaway was, and I had to sit for a minute, and I wrote, to unabashedly speak my truth without fear. Oh, there's the puppy singing some squeaker noises for us. And even just that idea of truth, I remember someone, and I can't even remember who it was, posted sometime in the past about truth and how truth it's not up for opinion. It just is. If it's a truth, and that's the definition of truth. And I think that's true. But also, we're using it in a way that, like, we all have a different perception of the world. And I think, and that's, based on who we are, who we were raised by, where we were raised. Two people can look at the exact same situation with two totally different lenses. And one can view a situation as being horrible, and one can view a situation as being awesome. And so, and to each of them, that is true based on everything that has happened prior to that day. And anyway, I said that because throughout the weekend and just in life in general, things keep coming up for me that I get really passionate about. And yet I always have been just scared to talk about, I guess, or I feel like I don't have enough research to back what I want to say, or, I come from a really academic training. I have a master's degree, and I've been, really, school was my thing growing up, and so I always felt like nothing I could say was worth hearing or worth saying if I didn't have a peer-reviewed article to support it. And that's not my truth anymore. I think we all have valid things to say given the experiences we've had and the lives we've lived and the connection to God, source, the universe that each of us have. And and I'm just putting that out there because I think somebody asked me that, and I wrote it to her, and then she came back and was like, yeah, that's a really big takeaway for me too. And I'm just encouraging it to maybe be something that you consider, to unabashedly speak your truth without fear, to speak what feels true for you in your life, because there are people out there who are asking, who are praying, who are hoping that there will be someone who understands them. There will be someone who's gone through what they've gone through. There will be someone who has the answer to some question they're asking, and it could be you. And they won't hear it if we don't speak our truth, if we don't put ourselves out there in whatever way it is, talking to a new person on the playground, or posting on social media, or making YouTube videos, or just having a great conversation at the dinner table with our very own family. But to be able to really speak from our hearts, from our guts, from what we believe to be true, versus just keeping the peace, versus making sure that nobody's feelings are hurt, is what's going to really change the world. And keeping the peace is going to keep the peace. It's not going to be part of this revolution, and we are in a revolutionary age right now. We cannot afford to keep the peace any longer. And I think we're all seeing that. These last couple of years have been really big in this topic. And so I don't know what I'm going to talk about. There are numerous things, from education to business to, network marketing, that light me up and fire me up. And, I've released some emotions on why different things get me going so much, because sometimes there's reasons. But also there's passion. Like, we have passions for things, and we are meant to speak them, to help people who need to hear those messages. So I'm repeating myself now, but if you watched this far, thanks for being here. And I look forward to seeing what's to come for all of us in these coming days, and speaking my truth unabashedly, without fear. I line you.